I'm very happy with the start. Winning. Like no matter like the way we won. If you are satisfied the way we play, like or not, like I think it's completely secondary. What was maybe the main reason? I think we use our advantages individual. We found good mismatches, attack them like here. Sometimes I didn't like too much like with stopping the ball. I like different kind like of game, but team show great character, especially after the regular time when we receive this kind of points. Like usually it's very hard to come back mentally. We did it, and I'm happy again for the great win, great start.
Questions?
Coach, your team scored 46 points in the fourth quarter and overtime. You played with that small lineup. How much it helped to change the game?
Okay, this is the first time, like actually, and even the practice we could not, do and try, like Dwayne on the fourth position. But as I said, like this team also before me was a good offensive team. Like what we miss, like is, like to play better defense. Okay, I'm on the paper, like defensive coach. Actually, I'm adjusting on everything, what I have. In this moment, we had this. I thought, we could win the way we play. And I mean, you are right. With the small ball lineup, it's not easy because you have individual strong players. So that was actually the reason why we control the game.
Usually that's a tough situation for a coach to come in and play a game so fast after these changes. Were there any things that you tried to change, or is it too early to bring changes?
Of course, like one coach has one philosophy, like another coach has another philosophy. I think if you start to lose the games, like there are a lot of questions, like if this is good or not, like, and I mean, like I think, like certain atmosphere was disturbed inside. In one day, in one good, let's say meeting, you cannot change too much, but usually coach changing, like gives certain, other area, I would say, other, like wind, but. Of course, it's just one game. It's just one win. Like this team needs to learn how to play with consistently, and win the games. Because you could see definitely during the games, like during this, period of season, up and down, big up and down. Beginning of third quarter was not good enough. We were sloppy, we were slow, etc., etc. So we should work on this part, like again, to get better.
After the game, we saw you argue with Žalgiris head coach. Can you share what that discussion was about?
Yes, I can show you. I can say, and I really don't understand this. Okay, like the main question was, like why we scored. Why we scored the last 2 points. I would say, why you trap? And, like I was, calling my player like just, like to avoid the trapping, to get rid of the ball, like end up with scoring, like here. If, this is fair, I would never underestimate that other coach, like especially not Jure. So, like I really don't understand the complaining, So if you don't want me to attack, why you trap? You want, like me to lose the ball. So, I mean, it's, like senseless. I know, like really that Mike won't attack, this, but happened, maybe emotional, like on the end, like here, you never like to lose, but I don't see the big reason for this. I'm like also very correct, very, like fair to the other coaches. I really respect this.
Coach, hello. Do you have a plan how to help Donatas Motiejūnas in defense and in such way increase his minutes on the court?
Yeah, yes, he had some problems, defensively. As I said, also before, in one day, to catch everything, to understand, what are capabilities, of all players, needs a little bit time. Of course, he's supposed to be also. He did a lot of, this tactical mistakes, which could, keep him in the game. I think he has, a lot of offensive, threat. On the other hand, yes, you're right. This part, we have to improve to cover, here, as a team defense, also, so.
Coach Mike James made 13 assists today, his new career high. So, what could you comment on his playmaking today? And speaking in general, what such player could give to the team?
He do every day, 14 assists, I'm happy already. I mean, okay, I'm happy for him, also, that he. He has to understand, that being member of the team, I remember, beginning of the season when he mentioned that this is his team. He wants, to, okay, I said, lead the team. If, you have team, here, you have to involve everybody. I think, he got the message, but okay, it's one game. Now, again, consistency we need, to say that, this is very good. Today was very good.
Sibet, lažybos, lošimo automatai, ruletė. Neatsakingas lošimas gali sukelti priklausomybę.